Hey, stop what you were doing for just 1 second. Yes, right now. Just give us 1 second because today we are going to do something wonderful for your English.
We promise. Today, we are not going to teach you boring grammar rules. We're not going to make you memorize huge vocabulary lists. And we are definitely not giving you a test. You are completely safe today.
Today, we are just going to talk like two good friends having a real conversation. And while we talk, you relax, listen, and your English gets better naturally.
That's right. No stress, no pressure, just easy, natural English. So whether you are cooking dinner right now, driving your car, lying in bed, or sitting at your desk pretending to work,
We know you. We see you. Just press play, relax, and let's go.
today's topic is something everyone loves to talk about: hobbies, passions, and what you do in your free time.
Ooh, I love this topic because when you talk about things you love, your English comes alive. You forget to be nervous because you're sharing something personal and exciting.
Exactly. But you know, David, when someone asks an English learner, "What are your hobbies?" many people freeze up. They think, "Oh no, my life is boring. What do I say?"
Yes, people think they need to sound like an action hero. They think they have to say, I climb high mountains, I run marathons, and I play 4 musical instruments. But real native speakers rarely say that.
Right. Most of the time, real people just want to relax, sit on the couch, or eat good food. So let me start with the most simple, comfortable topic: relaxing at home.
David, what is your absolute favorite thing to do when you have free time and you don't want to leave your house?
Oh, David, I am a simple man. Give me a warm cup of coffee, a quiet room, and a really good book, and I am happy for hours.
That sounds so peaceful. So instead of just saying I like reading, what is a natural phrase native speakers use for that?
You can say, "In my free time, I love to unwind." Unwind. Let's say that word slowly together. Unwind.
Unwind. What a great word! Unwind means to relax and release all the tension after a busy day, like unwinding a tight string.
Exactly. Let's give our listeners some examples of how to use unwind in a real sentence.
After work, I like to unwind by reading a novel.
On Friday night, I love to unwind with a warm bath and quiet music.
Working in the park helps me unwind after a long week.
That is so natural. Now, David, what about when you want to watch TV for 5 hours without stopping? What do real native speakers call that?
We say I am binge-watching a show. Binge-watching. B-I-N-G-E, watching.
Binge-watching. Binge-watching means watching many episodes of a television show, one after another, without taking a break.
Yes. For example, last Saturday, I binge-watched an entire season of a detective series. Have you ever binge-watched a show, Alice?
Oh, David, do not ask me that. I am the absolute queen of binge-watching. Last Sunday, I told myself, I will watch just one short episode, and 5 hours later, I was still sitting on the couch in my pajamas.
5 hours. That is a true binge-watching session.
It really was. So let me practice these 2 relaxing phrases right now. Listeners, repeat out loud after us.
I love to unwind.
I love to unwind.
I'm binge-watching a new show.
I'm binge-watching a new show.
I spent the weekend unwinding at home. I spent the weekend unwinding at home.
Perfect. Now, Alice, let's move out of the living room. What about active hobbies? What do you like to do when you go outside?
Well, I love being outdoors, especially going for walks in nature. But instead of saying, my hobby is walking, I like to say, I'm really into hiking.
I'm really into. That is one of the most common everyday American expressions.
Yes, when you say, I'm really into something, it means you are very interested in it right now. It is your current passion.
Let's give our listeners a few different ways to use "I'm really into."
I'm really into photography these days.
I'm really into cooking Italian food.
I'm really into gardening.
I'm really into learning languages.
Notice how much better that sounds than saying, my hobby is.
Yes, "my hobby is" sounds a bit like an old textbook from 1980, but "I'm really into" sounds friendly, modern, and casual.
So if a coworker asks you on Monday morning, hey, what are you into these days? You can give a great, natural answer right away.
Exactly. You can say, Honestly, lately I've been really into baking sourdough bread.
Sourdough bread? Alice, can you actually bake sourdough bread? Or are you just giving us a lovely example?
David, why must you reveal all my secrets? Okay, total honesty, I tried baking sourdough bread once last year, and my loaf of bread came out so hard it looked like a rock.
A rock? Did you eat it? Eat it? David, I could have used it as a doorstop or to build a house.
A sourdough doorstop? Well, at least you tried. Trying new hobbies is half the fun, even when they fail.
That is so true. Failure is just a funny story you can tell in English later.
Exactly. And hey, speaking of having fun together, can we pause for just one quick moment, David?
Of course, Alice. What's on your mind?
I just want to ask our wonderful listeners if this conversation is helping you feel more comfortable and confident in English, please take 1 second to click that like button.
Yes, just one click on the like button helps YouTube show this free lesson to other English learners all over the world.
And if you haven't subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button right now. We release new, easy listening podcasts every week, completely free.
Thank you so much for your support. It really means the world to us. Now let's jump right back into our discussion.
Okay, David, let me talk about creative hobbies. Making things, art, music, or crafting. What phrases can we use here?
For creative activities, a beautiful phrase is, I like to express myself through.
Express myself through. Ooh, that sounds so thoughtful and artistic.
It really does. For example, I like to express myself through painting watercolors.
I like to express myself through writing short stories.
I like to express myself through playing music. Do you play any musical instruments, Alice?
I used to play the piano when I was a teenager, but to be honest, David, my skills are very rusty now.
Rusty. Ah, what a fantastic word for English learners, rusty.
Yes, R-U-S-T-Y, rusty. When metal gets old and wet, it gets rust on it. So when a skill is rusty, it means you haven't practiced in a long time, so you aren't as good as you used to be.
Yes, you can say, my piano playing is a bit rusty. Or for our listeners, my English speaking is a bit rusty, but I am practicing every day. What an encouraging sentence! Let's practice that exact sentence together right now. Repeat after speaker 2.
My English is a bit rusty, but I'm practicing every day.
My English is a bit rusty, but I'm practicing every day.
Never feel embarrassed if your English feels rusty. Every time you listen to a podcast like this, you are wiping away the rust.
Slowly but surely.
Slowly but surely. I love that phrase.
Now, Alice, what about hobbies that keep your body moving and healthy? Sports, fitness, exercise?
For active hobbies, native speakers love to say, I'm a big fan of, or I'm an outdoor enthusiast.
Outdoor enthusiast. That means someone who loves being outside in nature, hiking, camping, cycling, or kayaking.
Yes, you can say, I'm a big outdoor enthusiast, so every Saturday I go trail running in the mountains.
Or, if you love sports, I'm a huge fan of playing tennis.
I work out 3 times a week to clear my mind.
To clear my mind. That is such a powerful reason why people do hobbies. It's not just about passing time, it's about mental health.
Exactly. When you go for a run, swim, or walk, all the stressful thoughts in your head disappear. You clear your mind.
You also recharge your batteries.
Recharge my batteries. That is another amazing expression. Just like your smartphone needs a battery charger, your brain and body need to recharge too.
Yes, so you can say, going to the gym on Saturday helps me recharge my batteries for the week ahead.
Let's practice those 2 health phrases together. Repeat after us out loud.
It helps me clear my mind.
It helps me clear my mind.
It helps me recharge my batteries.
It helps me recharge my batteries.
So clean, so natural, and so useful in real life.
Now, let's talk about what happens when a casual hobby turns into a deep passion, something you care about with your whole heart.
Yes, when you love something deeply, simple words like or enjoy just aren't strong enough. You need stronger, richer English words.
Exactly. What are some natural, high-level phrases to express deep passion?
A wonderful phrase is, I'm deeply passionate about.
I'm deeply passionate about. Let me give our listeners a few real examples.
I'm deeply passionate about environmental protection.
I'm deeply passionate about high-quality espresso coffee.
Coffee again? David, why do all your examples lead back to coffee?
Because good coffee is not just a drink, Alice. It is an entire craft and lifestyle. You grind the fresh beans, you measure the temperature, you pour the water slowly. It is pure art.
Okay, I respect your coffee passion. Another great phrase for deep passion is, I can't live without.
I can't live without. That shows how important something is to your daily happiness.
Yes, you can say, I can't live without my morning run. Or, I can't live without listening to classical music while I work.
Or, I can't live without spending time in nature on the weekend.
That is so expressive. Another native speaker uses when they are totally fascinated by a new hobby is, I'm completely hooked on.
I'm completely hooked on. Hooked. Hooked.
Hooked. Hooked comes from a fishing hook. When a fish bites a hook, it stays there. So when you are hooked on a hobby, you tried it once and now you cannot stop doing it because you love it so much. Ah, what a clear visual image. For instance, I tried playing chess last month and now I'm completely hooked.
Or, I started watching tennis on TV and now I'm hooked.
Or I listened to one episode of this podcast and now I'm hooked on learning English every day.
We hope all of our listeners are hooked on learning English with us.
Let's practice that phrase together right now. Repeat out loud after speaker 1. I'm completely hooked on it.
I'm completely hooked on it.
I tried it once, and now I'm completely hooked.
I tried it once, and now I'm completely hooked.
Excellent! Now, David, what about hobbies that are a little unusual or specific? Hobbies that not everyone knows about?
You mean like collecting vintage vinyl records, studying ancient Egyptian history, or building miniature mechanical models?
Exactly, or playing retro video games from the 1990s. How do you describe those hobbies with confidence?
You can say, it's a bit niche, but I really enjoy it.
Niche. N-I-C-H-E. Pronounced niche in natural English.
Yes, a niche hobby is something specialized. It isn't for millions of general people. It is for a small, dedicated group of enthusiasts.
So you can say, my hobby is a bit niche, but it brings me so much joy.
Or you can say with a smile, I'm a bit of a nerd when it comes to.
I'm a bit of a nerd when it comes to, oh, I love that phrase. It shows you are humble, friendly, and proud of your knowledge.
Right. You can say, I'm a bit of a nerd when it comes to board games.
I'm a bit of a nerd when it comes to space exploration.
I'm a bit of a nerd when it comes to English grammar, and there is absolutely zero shame in that.
Zero shame. Being a nerd about something just means you have genuine curiosity and love learning.
So embrace your passions, everyone, whatever you love. Gardening, coding, baking, history, or fashion. Be proud of it.
Absolutely. Now, David, let's talk about the other side of life. What happens when life gets super busy and you feel like you have zero free time for hobbies?
Oh, Alice, that is such an important topic because when work is crazy, family demands are high, and life is stressful, people feel guilty because they don't have time for hobbies.
Yes, when someone asks, what are your hobbies, you feel embarrassed because you feel like all you do is work, clean the house, and sleep.
But you don't have to feel embarrassed. Real life has busy seasons, so let me teach our listeners how to talk about a busy life gracefully in English.
What is the most natural phrase to describe a full, busy schedule?
You can say, to be honest, my schedule has been pretty packed lately.
My schedule has been pretty packed lately. Packed means completely full, like a suitcase packed tightly with clothes.
Yes, or you can say, I've been working a lot of overtime recently, so I haven't had much downtime.
Working overtime means extra hours beyond your normal work agreement.
Exactly. Another fantastic everyday expression is, I'm juggling a lot of responsibilities right now.
I'm juggling a lot of responsibilities. Ugh, picture a circus performer in your mind, juggling 3, 4, or 5 balls in the air at the exact same time without dropping them.
Yes, work, family, chores, bills, and studying English. It feels like juggling.
So if someone asks you, what do you do in your free time, and you're super busy, you can answer honestly, between work and family, I don't have much spare time right now, but when I do, I just like to rest. That is the most honest, realistic answer in the world. Resting and sleeping are completely valid activities when you're exhausted.
Absolutely. Let's practice those busy life phrases together right now. Repeat after us.
My schedule has been pretty packed lately.
My schedule has been pretty packed lately.
I'm juggling a lot of responsibilities right now.
I'm juggling a lot of responsibilities right now.
I don't have much spare time these days.
I don't have much spare time these days.
Wonderful. Now, David, what about micro-hobbies, small activities that take only 5 or 10 minutes during a busy day?
Micro hobbies. What a brilliant concept, Alice. Like taking a 5-minute stretch break, listening to one favorite song, or drinking a quiet cup of tea by the window.
Yes, you can say, I like to take quick micro breaks throughout the day to clear my head.
To clear my head. That means to stop overthinking, clear away mental fog, and get fresh energy.
Exactly. For example, I step away from my computer for 10 minutes just to clear my head.
Or I go for a quick walk around the block to stretch my legs.
To stretch my legs, another classic everyday English phrase. It means walking around after sitting in a chair for a long time.
Let's say that phrase together. I need to stretch my legs.
I need to stretch my legs.
So practical when sitting at an office desk or taking a long drive.
You know, Alice, we talked about having a packed schedule, but there is another big mental barrier people face when it comes to hobbies.
Oh, what mental barrier is that, David?
Guilt. 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 So many people feel guilty when they take time for their hobbies.
Oh, David, that is so true. Guilt is such a powerful word. Let's spell that for our listeners. G-U-I-L-T. Guilt.
Feeling guilty means feeling like you are doing something wrong or bad when you take time for yourself.
Exactly. People think, I shouldn't be reading a book or painting right now. I should be cleaning the kitchen, answering work emails, or studying.
Yes, they feel like taking time for a hobby is selfish or a waste of time, but real native speakers have a great idiom for this. You can't pour from an empty cup.
You can't pour from an empty cup. Oh, I love that idiom so much.
Let's explain what that means. Picture a pitcher of water trying to fill up glasses for other people. If the pitcher is completely empty, it has nothing left to give.
Exactly. If you are burned out, stressed, and running on empty, you cannot be a good employee, a good parent, a good partner, or a good friend.
So taking 30 minutes for a hobby isn't selfish. It is essential self-care.
Essential self-care. That is a phrase everyone needs to remember. So how do we talk about taking time for ourselves without feeling guilty?
You can say, I am making self-care a priority.
I am making self-care a priority. Say that with us out loud, everyone.
I am making self-care a priority.
Another natural phrase is, I'm setting boundaries around my free time.
Setting boundaries. Boundaries are like invisible fence lines that protect your time and mental health.
Yes, you can say, on Sunday afternoon, I set boundaries. No work emails, no work calls, just my hobby.
That sounds so healthy and empowering. Let's practice that phrase.
I'm setting boundaries around my free time.
I'm setting boundaries around my free time. Another great phrase when you want to make time for a hobby is, I'm carving out time for myself.
Carving out time, C-A-R-V-I-N-G. To carve out time means to actively create space in a busy schedule for something important.
Right, like carving a piece of wood. You can say, even though I'm busy, I carve out 20 minutes every morning to practice guitar.
Or I carve out 30 minutes every evening to listen to this English podcast.
What a great sentence. Let's practice that phrasal verb together right now. Repeat after speaker 2. I'm carving out time for myself.
I'm carving out time for myself.
I carve out 30 minutes every day.
I carve out 30 minutes every day.
Beautiful. So remember, listeners, never feel guilty for filling your own cup. When you take care of your happiness, everything else in your life gets better too.
Now, David, let me talk about another incredible topic, the mindset of starting a brand new hobby from scratch.
Ooh, starting from scratch. That takes real courage, Alice, because when you start something brand new, you are a complete beginner.
Yes, and being a beginner can feel uncomfortable. You don't know the rules, your hands don't do what your brain wants, and you make mistakes.
Exactly. Many adults hate feeling like a beginner. They want to be experts immediately without going through the awkward starting stage.
But in native English, we have a wonderful concept called embracing the beginner's mind.
Embracing the beginner's mind. To embrace means to welcome something warmly with open arms.
Yes, when you embrace the beginner's mind, you drop the burden of perfection. You give yourself permission to be bad at something before you become good at it.
Giving yourself permission to be bad at something. That is the greatest advice for learning a new hobby and for learning English.
Absolutely. Nobody speaks fluent English on day one. Nobody plays beautiful music on day one. You have to give yourself permission to make clumsy mistakes.
So what phrases can our listeners use when they start a new hobby as a beginner?
You can say, I'm taking it one step at a time.
One step at a time. That means focusing only on today's small progress, not worrying about the whole long journey.
You can also say, I'm enjoying the learning curve.
The learning curve. A learning curve is the process and time it takes to learn a new skill.
Yes, you can say, pottery has a steep learning curve, but I'm enjoying the process.
Or, learning English has a learning curve, but I'm celebrating every small win.
Celebrating every small win. What a powerful, positive mindset.
Yes, a small win is any tiny bit of progress, learning 5 new words, understanding a native speaker, or practicing for 10 minutes.
Let's practice those mindset phrases together. Repeat out loud after speaker 1.
I'm taking it one step at a time.
I'm taking it one step at a time.
I'm enjoying the learning curve.
I'm enjoying the learning curve.
I'm celebrating every small win.
I'm celebrating every small win.
That is so inspiring. When you change your mindset, learning becomes an exciting adventure instead of a stressful task.
You know, Alice, another fascinating thing about hobbies is how they change as we get older.
Oh, absolutely, David. Hobbies aren't permanent. What you loved when you were 15 might be completely different from what you love now. Exactly. Sometimes people drop a hobby for years because life gets busy, and then decades later, they pick it back up.
To pick it back up. What a great phrasal verb. To pick something back up means to resume an activity after a long pause or break.
Yes, you can say, I used to play chess as a child, and recently I picked it back up.
Or, I dropped painting when I went to university, but now I'm rediscovering my passion for it.
To drop a hobby means to stop doing it, and to rediscover a passion means to find that joy and excitement all over again.
I love that word, rediscover. It feels like finding an old friend.
It really does. So listeners, if you have an old passion that you dropped years ago, don't feel bad. It is never too late to pick it back up.
Never too late. Let's practice those phrases together out loud.
I used to be really into drawing.
I used to be really into drawing.
I dropped it for a while, but I picked it back up.
I dropped it for a while, but I picked it back up.
I'm rediscovering my passion for music.
I'm rediscovering my passion for music.
So clean and so natural. Now, David, let's talk about social hobbies. Hobbies that help you meet new people, join groups, or build communities.
Oh, social hobbies are amazing because they help you make friends and practice speaking English at the same time.
Yes, you could say, I recently joined a local book club.
Or, I joined a local running group on weekends.
Or, I started going to an English language exchange meetup.
English language exchange meetup, that is where people gather in a coffee shop or park to practice speaking different languages together.
Yes, you help someone practice your native language, and they help you practice English. It is a total win-win situation.
A win-win situation. That means a situation where both sides benefit and win.
Exactly. You build confidence, practice real English, and meet friendly people. Total win-win.
Now, Alice, conversation is never a one-way street. How do we ask other people about their hobbies in a natural, polite way?
Great question. Instead of asking a robotic question like, what is your hobby? You can ask, what do you like to do in your downtime?
Downtime, free time when you aren't working or studying. Let's repeat. What do you do in your downtime?
Another warm question is, how do you like to spend your weekends?
How do you like to spend your weekends? Anyone can answer that easily.
Or you can ask, have you picked up any new hobbies lately?
Picked up any new hobbies. To pick up a hobby means to start a new activity.
Right. Like, recently I picked up playing badminton. Or I picked up painting on canvas.
Let me practice that phrasal verb. Repeat after us. I picked up a new hobby.
I picked up a new hobby.
Fantastic. Now let's put all of these phrases together in a full, natural conversation between two friends on a Friday afternoon.
I love role plays. Let's show our listeners how seamlessly all these expressions connect together.
I'll start. Hey David, Friday is finally here. Do you have any fun plans for the weekend? How do you usually like to spend your downtime?
Hey, Alice. Yeah, it's so glad the weekend is finally here. Honestly, my schedule's been pretty packed all week, so I'm planning to keep things low-key. I'm really into reading historical fiction right now, so I'll probably just unwind at home with a good book and some tea. Oh, that sounds so peaceful. I love a quiet, low-key weekend. What about you, David? Have you picked up any interesting hobbies lately?
Well, actually, yes. A few weeks ago, I joined a Sunday morning pottery class. My ceramic bowls are still a bit lopsided, so my skills are a bit rusty, but I am completely hooked. It really helps me clear my head and recharge my batteries for the week ahead.
Pottery? Wow, that's amazing, David. I didn't know you were into arts and crafts.
Well, I'm a bit of a nerd when it comes to trying new creative things. It's messy, but it's so much fun.
That is awesome. Keep going, slowly but surely.
Exactly, slowly but surely.
Did you hear that conversation, listeners? Notice how we used phrases like packed schedule, keep things low-key, unwind, really into, picked up a new hobby, skills are rusty, completely hooked, clear my head, recharge my batteries, and a bit of a nerd.
All of those phrases flowed naturally, just like a real conversation between native speakers.
And now it is your turn to practice with us. We have 7 practice questions for you right now.
Yes, say your answers out loud in English right now, or write them down in the comments below.
Question 1. What is your favorite way to unwind after a long, busy day?
Think about your answer. After work, I love to unwind by... Say it out loud.
Question 2. What is an activity or topic that you are really into right now?
Lately, I've been really into, is it cooking, sports, travel, music, learning English?
Question 3. Is there a skill or language you haven't practiced in a while that feels a bit rusty?
My skills are a bit rusty, but I am working on them.
Question 4. What do you do on weekends to recharge your batteries?
To recharge my batteries, I usually...
Question 5. Have you ever been completely hooked on a TV show, book, or hobby?
I tried, and I was completely hooked.
Question 6. What is something you are a bit of a nerd about?
I'm a bit of a nerd when it comes to... Don't be shy, be proud of your interests.
And question 7. What is one old hobby you dropped in the past that you might pick back up?
I used to, and I might pick it back up.
Excellent work! Answering these questions out loud creates real connections in your brain and mouth muscle memory.
Exactly. Every single sentence you speak brings you one step closer to fluency. Never be afraid of making small mistakes. Mistakes are just proof that you are learning and growing.
Don't be hard on yourself. Be proud of your commitment to learning English.
We are so proud of you for staying with us through this entire lesson. Listening for over 30 minutes takes real dedication.
Dedication means you don't give up. You keep going, step by step.
Slowly but surely.
Slowly but surely. Remember to write your practice answers in the comments below. Give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to English Academy Plus so you never miss our weekly episodes.
Thank you so much for spending your time with us today. Keep practicing, keep listening, stay curious, and be kind to yourself.
Until next time, take care, everyone.
Bye-bye, everyone. See you in the next episode.